Hey guys, welcome back. Prasanna here. This is how to be more effective in an online meeting, part 2. In part 1, we saw the authority that an appropriate angle can give you. We saw the limitations of a poor lighting. We also saw how to use your background to give you the biggest psychological edge in your presentation. In this video, we'll be seeing how to effectively enhance your audience engagement. 2. How to deal with the biggest bummer of online meeting, the lack of real-time feedback from the audience. And 3. Some brilliant bonus tips that I thought was fairly obvious, but it helped everyone effectively. So let's get right into it. Audience engagement. That's like the most important concept of any presentation, but that's the one we are least sure about when it comes to a virtual platform. Have you done this? Have you turned off your video and texted someone else when another person was on screen? Or even worse, have you got up and left, keeping a ear out when people call your name and then returned back to the screen? Well, this can happen when you are also on stage. But then, there are 6 ways you could use to engage your audience and keep them hooked into your speech. Number 1, eye contact. The first thing a person sees when you present on video is your eyes. Practice looking directly into the camera. At first it feels strange, but then with practice it gets along good. And this is the part most of the people go wrong. They either have it in a gallery view, look at the people when they are talking, or they look around thinking when they are talking. Or even worse, they have their notes on the screen or in a paper down below, looking at it and reading out of it. Now, what makes us think that we can get away with this when we won't be doing this in a face-to-face conversation? Audience can easily spot it. Instantly, you lose your credibility and your engagement with the audience. So step 1, discover where the camera is in your device. Practice looking directly into it. It will be strange, but imagine that your entire audience is behind that camera, and with practice, you will get to that. Step 2 is energy. In a regular meeting, I could enter in and I could say, I'm Prasanna, I'm here to present about the topic, how to get better virtually, and you will be able to learn things better. Now, that's not how you do it in a virtual presentation. You go, I'm Prasanna. Today we'll be looking into the tips and tricks on how to present effectively virtually. You see the difference there? Because camera adds 10 pounds, but it reduces your energy by 120%. That's the inherent nature of this platform. So you need to make sure that your energy is bit up when you're presenting on camera. First felt strange, animated to myself, like I was acting out something. But in due course I was able to see the difference between a normal speech and a speech where you bump up your energy a little bit than usual. That goes well with a virtual presentation. Number 3 is body language. Once you have set your frame, make sure that you use it effectively to convey your point and drive home your message to the audience. The options you have are your hands, your face, and if you're standing, a bit of your upper body. But make sure that your actions complement your words and you're not trying to impose a body language to a point. You just do what the point implies you to do. Make sure that your body language is open, but it is constructed tightly within your frame. Don't be too conscious about it, but never keep yourself restricted and speak like this, for the audience will be bored. Have some dynamism within you, and your body language will help in keeping it real. Number 4 is PowerPoint presentation, which is very convenient in this online platform, but if you're planning to go ahead with it, you definitely need to know this. I sat through a PowerPoint presentation that was very engaging, very entertaining, But at the end I realized the secret. That speaker had presented 75 slides for a 15-minute presentation. Now you can do the math, but that's a lot of slides. We won't use that much in real life. But if in real life you're having 5 sentences in a slide, break each sentence into a single slide. Keep the slide moving as quickly as possible, as dynamic as possible, like a very quick video playing, each slide smoothly slipping into the next one. That helps keep your audience on the toes and expecting something new. It should be dynamic. Number 5, you have the options of chats and polls. If you're giving a long seminar or if you're giving a long webinar, you could use the chat option to always check upon your audience, interact with your audience, engage your audience, ask them to type something, reply to your question, and throw in few polls. But make sure that you're not forcibly inserting these into your presentation, but they are seamlessly helping you take your presentation to the next step. Number 6 is video and music. We all know that human mind gets engaged when it watches a video, but recently I've discovered the power of music. Music can emote emotions within a fraction of a second of hearing it, more powerful than a video. So have music to be played in front of your presentation, in between your presentation, to elevate your experience to the next level, to emote emotions from your audience. Use videos, use music. It takes it to the next level, trust me. The cheers and the applauses are what keeps a performer performing. But the lack of it, we feel anxious, we feel strange. But there are techniques, the 3 P's that you can use to overcome this challenge. First, pause. Let's take an example of a late night show. The host performs his joke without a real-time audience, but he pauses for the audience to realize and think about the joke and then laugh at it. You need to get comfortable with the silence of speaking to a camera. Have confidence on your content, but pause and leave time for your audience to realize your content and then move on. The second P is practice. You cannot enter into a room like, let me read about performing online. Good, I'm good to go. Sadly, it doesn't happen that way. You need to develop the skill on a practice basis. Every week you sit in front of a camera, aim at becoming 1% better than you were last week. Concentrate on your audio this week, concentrate on your eye contact next week, concentrate on your background every week. You'll slowly see the progress and improvement. The third P is play. You are having an infinite opportunity to record your content in this platform. Record it, look back at it, play it once again and again, listen to it. See if you have any mannerisms, see how your background is, see how your audience will react to it. Are you able to get your message? Are you leaving enough pauses? Do you need more practice? Everything can be figured out by playing your content again and again, taking notes, working upon it. So pause, practice, play. We can overcome the struggle of lacking real-time feedback from the audience. The number one obvious thing that helped others was, when you are speaking, pin your video to the whole screen, not in a minimized corner. Because the mistake that we always do is, we are not able to see ourselves speaking on the screen, so we are not able to get the real-time feedback. Pin yourself on the screen, but very carefully you need to develop your peripheral vision so that you're looking straight at the camera, but still you're able to see yourself in the corner of the screen. That way, I can limit myself if I go out of the frame. I can know my expressions. I can alter my position if needed. So 1, pin yourself on the screen, full screen, if you want to get that feedback. See how it works out for you. 2, if you want the real-time feedback of the audience as close as an experience possible, speak with the gallery view on, but once again make sure you're looking right at the camera, just looking at your audience in the peripheral vision and trying to see how they are reacting to your message. Or another thing you can do for the same is have a second device out there, and in that device you can have a gallery view and then keep it behind your camera so that it's in the eye line of your camera. Number 3 is very interesting. In a real-time stage, we use the stage to show the transition of time, or we use it to move our story one step at a time. And our human brain, it is trained to read from left to right. So you move your placement on stage from left to right every step. But in a video, if the mirror option is not turned on, you will be doing the opposite of it. So you will be doing it from right to left in person, but in the video it will be left to right. So if you are saying a timeline, you go, this happened yesterday, here I am today, this is what I'm planning to do tomorrow. This helps your audience grasp your message a bit more clearer, and that separates you apart from other audience. Finally, I know that I said this is zero investment, and it is going to be, but if you want to take your game to the next level, and if your internet connectivity is a big bummer to it, you need to invest something into it. It's like in a real-time scenario, you buy good clothes, good suits to look good on stage. The same applies here. You need to have a good internet connection so that your content is not diluted by technical issues. So if you are having it right now, try investing upon it. So everything we saw today was fairly obvious, but I saw 90 to 95% of people not using it, even the experienced one. Maybe because no one pointed it out to them. Well, here I am. I have pointed it all out to you. Now it's in your hands to take this, make your next presentation the best one yet to come. Rock the virtual presentation. For virtual is here to stay. You can get better at it every single day. Keep practicing, keep speaking. Until the next video, let's all grow together.